Hi guys, today I am making a DIY beauty box for my daughter. So I stopped at my local dollar store and picked up a few items to decorate. I found a square compact mirror, which I must say is pretty impressive for a dollar store find. I've got a small brush here. I found this eyeshadow palette and I've already sanded the surface of this, but I was really happy with the size and shape, and the colors are really beautiful. So I'm excited to decorate that. And then I also found this tube of lipstick that's shaped like a little heart. So I thought that was fun. And then I snagged a few of these alligator clips here from my craft box to decorate as well. Now, my daughter is 10 and she loves mermaids and anything related to the ocean. So that is what I am using for a theme. I also want to add some color, and she's a very girly girl. So I'm going to go with some soft pastel, pink, purple, and blue, similar to those on the brush and mirror, which I hope will also help them to blend a little bit more seamlessly. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and please stick around after the tutorial for more inspiration on alternate themes and colors. For materials, I just grabbed anything I thought I might use. I have a bag of assorted shells here, lots of different sizes, but not a lot of styles. So I did grab a few molds for a little bit of variety. I would love to use this mermaid tail somewhere if I can fit it in. It is a little bit large, but I'm going to try. I have these tiny molds, and these are little fish and seashells, and you can see them better from the back side. They're small, but they're very detailed. And then I also have some kind of medium-sized different shells and starfish as well. I have a whole bunch of these flatback pearls and gems. This package has some purple and blue in it, and then I've got some pink and white in this box. I've got some glass pearls here in different sizes that I may or may not use, some blue glass chips that I will definitely be using, some blue glitter, and some gold flakes. So I have some pre-molded clay pieces here that are ready to paint. I have some shells that I've selected that I've started painting, and for these tiny molds, I cast some in UV resin and added some purple, blue, and pink mica powders. And I also found some cowrie shells. And the rest of these pieces I'm going to go ahead and paint after I glue them down. I am going to start by arranging my base pieces neatly on the front cover. You want them clustered together, but not so close that they're touching. You do need a little bit of space between them, and I also left some extra space around most of the edging as well. I was able to fit that mermaid tail in here on the eyeshadow palette, so I am going to hot glue all of these pieces down and then finish painting them. Here it is. I tried to distribute that color as evenly as I could. It is a little bit messy, but that's okay because we are going to fill in all of that empty space with these flat back pearls. Now, this is a tedious process and hot glue dries fast, so you're going to want to do this in tiny sections and just work your way around. This is what it looks like so far, and again, you do want to fill all of that empty space. You can see that I've kept pretty tight in on the edging here, and for areas like here at the base of the tail that are very skinny or very deep, you can build those spaces up with some hot glue and then set those pearls on top of them. And if you need to place some pearls on top of those pieces for a smoother transition, that is okay too. Here it is fully covered, and I am super happy with the way that this turned out. Some of the pieces look like they're buried, which is exactly what I wanted. And the next thing I'm going to add is some of these tiny resin shells, and I am just going to be placing those very randomly. And you don't need a whole bunch of these. You just want to see them kind of peeking through here and there in different colors. Next up, I've got that gold flake, and I am going to be adding this again just in little patches here and there throughout the piece. Here is that gold foil, and I am so happy with this. I feel like it really brought those colors to the surface. And last but not least, I want to add some of these blue glass chips. I think this is going to add some sparkle and really bring everything together. Here is that eyeshadow palette, and it is so pretty. I really love all of the visual elements, and I am super happy with the color palette. I did drag some of that gold foil all the way along the edging on this just to help it blend a little more smoothly. Next up, we have the hairbrush. Again, super pretty. I think the blue blends very well with the design, and I drug that gold foil around all of those edges as well. This is the mirror, and again, that purple blends in really, really well with the design, and this already has a gold edging around it, so the gold flake wasn't really necessary, and I think they match pretty well. The lipstick tube also turned out great. I decorated all the way around the base and left it nice and flat on the bottom so that it can set upright. And I also coated the outside of the cap in resin with some blue mica powder to kind of help it blend in with everything else. And finally, we have the hair clips. Now, I faced these in opposite directions so she could wear one on each side, and these alligator clips can be a little bit tricky to work with because they don't stay open. So I have this really skinny silicone mold that I used as a barrier between the front and back, and I just clipped it here to the side so that the back is separate and out of the way, and the hot glue won't stick to the silicone, so you can gob it up there and then add your pieces on without them sticking to anything they're not supposed to. That is the full set. Now, these make really great gifts for girls of all ages, and you can customize the theme and color palettes to match any style. I am currently brainstorming some alternate design ideas for my older girls that I will share with you as well. My 15-year-old daughter also loves the ocean, but I want to do more of a sunken treasure style theme for her. So my base elements will be very similar to those that I used today, but I'd also like to add some anchors and tentacles and maybe some tiny pieces of china and flatware scattered about. And for filler elements, I am going to pair some of those pearls with some tiny gold pieces, colored gemstones, and chain. And her favorite colors are pink and teal, so I'll probably use several different shades of pink to give it some depth and then highlight it with teal and either gold or bronze. My 12-year-old daughter loves fairies, so the theme is going to be enchanted forest, which I'm really excited about. My base elements will consist of fairy wings, tiny wands, mushrooms, and other forest-themed elements like vines and leaves. For filler elements, rather than the pearls, I'd like to use some small irregular crystal pieces paired with some translucent or crystal type beads, small gemstones, and glitter. And her style is a little bit darker, so for color I'm going to go with some deep purples and blues, and I'm going to highlight those with some matching metallics and silver, which I'm hoping will create a kind of luminous moonlit feel. You can also customize your set items based upon age, style, and personal preference. Now, this set was made for my 10-year-old daughter, but for an older child, I might also decorate a spray bottle or turn some of those seashells into matching scented candles. And for girls who don't wear a lot of makeup, you could swap out those items for some small glass jars to fill with easy to make beauty products such as sugar scrubs or face and hair masks. That is all for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please click here to learn how to make some ocean-inspired clay jewelry, which would also make a great pairing item for a set like this. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.